December 24th, 2008. I had enough money to save one company, not both. Two companies, two rockets, one electric car, and $35 million left in the world.
If this deal does not close in the next 2 hours, 200 people do not get paid for Christmas.
This is the story of how I went from this office to becoming the wealthiest person in human history. Let's go back 6 years.
2002. I sold my payments company for $165 million. Most people retire after that. I had other plans. I split it all. Half for a private rocket company, half for an electric car startup. Same day, same hour.
My closest friends staged an intervention. They were probably right. I went home and kept building anyway.
The rocket company had one goal: put human beings on another planet. Nobody thought it was possible. That was exactly the point. The car company had one goal: make the gas engine obsolete forever. The traditional car industry had 100 years head start. I liked those odds.
By 2007, I could see it coming. The money was running out faster than both companies were growing. I had maybe 1 year before everything ran dry.
September 2008, the largest investment bank in the country collapsed overnight. The entire financial system started eating itself, one floor at a time. I was trying to raise $100 million for a startup car company. You know the sound a phone makes when someone hangs up on you? I heard it all day, every day that fall. Two of the biggest car companies in the country were on their knees begging the government for money, and I was pitching investors on a startup electric car. The timing could not have been worse.
Launch wants one. Gone in 33 seconds. $33 million. Just gone. Launch 2, also gone. I remember thinking, at least it lasted longer than the first one. That is the bar you set when you are truly desperate. Launch 3, 3 explosions, 3 years of work, gone in under 2 minutes each time. I had funded exactly 3 launches.
I walked over to my engineers on the ground and pulled them up. I told them we had 1 shot left. What I did not tell them, I had no idea how I was going to pay for it.
3 launches funded, 3 attempts, 0 successes, 1 shot remaining, and the money was almost completely gone.
The math was brutally simple. Not enough money for both companies to survive. One could make it, not both. This was the choice.
My brother sat across from me. He slid 1 tile. Choose one. Then he looked me in the eye and said, "You are more than broke right now." I did not own a home. I had no car. I was borrowing money from friends just to pay my monthly rent. I split what I had anyway. My financial advisors described this as and I remember the exact words, the decision most likely to result in losing everything twice.
Everyone told me to choose. I refused. Not out of genius, out of pure stubbornness. Sometimes those turn out to be exactly the same thing.
3 of my key advisors quit that week. I do not blame them. On paper, what I was doing made absolutely no sense.
I remember waking up that Sunday before the holiday. No house, no car. 2 companies 3 days from shutdown. The marriage was already finished. I kept the photo face down because looking at it made the math harder to think about.
I never thought I was something I came closer than I have ever admitted to anyone.
But here is the thing about being that close to zero. You get very clear about what actually matters and what does not.
And what I was clear about was simple and say, I was not done yet. Not even close to done. I had exactly 87 days to pull off 2 miracles in a row, starting with the one that everyone, including my own team, thought was already finished.
September 28th, 4th launch, last chance. We had not slept properly in 3 days. This was everything. The rocket ignited, and for the first 30 seconds I did not breathe. None of us in that room breathed. Not a single person.
33 seconds, the exact moment the other 3 had exploded. The engineer grabbed my arm. Neither of us said a single word.
Orbit confirmed. The room went completely insane. I stood absolutely still for exactly 3 seconds. Then I exhaled and picked up the phone because the car company had 72 days left. Not 73, 72.
3 days later, the government space agency called. $1.6 billion contract. The rocket company was saved.
One key investor had a plan. Force the car company to supply parts to a car company actively going bankrupt. He tried to have me removed as the leader of my own company. December 23rd, unofficial call. My brother blocked it by one vote. One single vote.
December 23rd. I called every investor I had ever known, one by one all night. I put in my last dollar, everything remaining that I had. Not because I knew it would work, because if this company was going down, I was going down.
December 24th, holiday morning. Everyone outside was wrapping gifts and watching family films. I was staring at one unsigned contract and a completely empty account.
5:58 p.m. I did the only thing left to do. I sat down, folded my hands, and I waited.
The phone rang at exactly 6 o'clock. The deal was closed. The car company had 3 days of funding remaining was saved. Everything I almost lost that night in 8 bids, I kept it all. Because I refused to let go of either. All of it. Every single bit of it. Because I refused to choose between the two things I believed in most.
Would you have split the money?